Hello everybody, it's Emery48 here and welcome back to another Star Wars Sunday. Today we are diving into Star Wars Visions Season 3, which came out last Wednesday. And it releases all episodes, all 9, and I enjoyed it. I always enjoy Visions. I do think I enjoyed this one better than Season 2. I feel like for some reason in my head, Season 2 had more disappointing episodes than impressive episodes. I could be completely wrong because I didn't actually go back and check at all. But we have Season 3, Episode 1, The Duel, Payback. So crisp. The black and white with the sprinkles of color on like lighting and droids and that kind of thing is awesome. I love that look. A vindictive robot Jedi as the villain is so new. Like the twist. A Sith working with another Sith. Cool. And a leg lightsaber? Who thinks of this stuff? Gave that one a 7.5. Great way to start it off. Love the art style. I'd like to see more from that company. It was great. Episode 2, The Song of Four Wings. The landscape is awesome and the colors are so vibrant. Just wasn't the biggest fan of the plot story, but it looked incredible. Gave this one a 4. Episode 3, The Ninth Jedi, Child of Hope. Great story of a young Jedi finding a way and confidence in the Force. Great duel fighting bounty hunters, hunting Jedi. That was awesome. And a to be continued in a short. Love that. Visions Season 4, maybe. Great art. Droid Sacrifice. Normally I'm not the biggest droid fan, as stories revolving around droids. I think obviously R2-D2 and C-3PO were crucial in the original trilogy and continued movies. But I feel like in some of like the Clone Wars and Rebels, it feels forced when they try and have a droid-based plot. But this one worked really well. And it's a touching story throughout. 8 out of 10. Great episode. Episode 4, The Bounty Hunters. Another bounty hunter episode. Abandoning her contract and freeing child slaves. Looked good. Not great. I was a fan. The villain was a bit weird. Other than that, really enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. Episode 5, Yuko's Treasure. Kids ruining things really shouldn't be a plot, in my opinion. That to me is a big turnoff on shows. Looks good though. Pretty corny. The end does redeem it a bit. Because of the end, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Episode 6, The Lost Ones. I can't tell if I love or hate this art style. But I do hate the stormtroopers. They look really weird. Not much of a plot for a really long time. But the saber battle is awesome. In an ingenuitive way to blow up a Star Destroyer. With an emotional end. 6.5. Really started off slow for me. But ended great. Episode 7, The Smuggler. Love the art style in this one. The Prince wanted by Empire and Jedi smuggled to Yavin 4. Cool place to be going. And interestingly enough, this one actually involves Star Wars locations. A lot of the Visions ones I really enjoy because it just kind of almost looks just Asian-inspired towns. As if we're walking around in Avatar, The Last Airbender, or something like that. Or any just kind of generic town. But this one took place in Star Wars locations, which I found interesting and kind of cool. And they joined the rebellion with a fun story. Gave that one a 7 out of 10. Enjoyed it. Episode 8, The Bird of Paradise. This is my favorite art style out of all of them. Stunning lightsaber duel. Wonderful story with beautiful colors. Just popping out everywhere. Emotional story of self-growth in the Force. Amazing episode, 10 out of 10. This was awesome. I looked up the studio, and they have done other Star Wars projects in the past, which made me kind of understand why I really enjoyed their take on Star Wars, the Force, and just their art style in general. Episode 9, Black. Hated this art style. Really opposite of the last episode. This style is not for me. Got some sweet jazz music, though. Visually, there's so much going on, and it's kind of weird. Audibly, not much. Spent most of that pretty confused. There's no dialogue, really, at all. And it's just kind of odd. Gave that one a 2 out of 10. That just wasn't for me, unfortunately. So the rankings from bottom to top. Sorry, at the bottom we have episode 9, Black. In 8th place we have a tie for 8th and 7th with episodes 2 and 5, The Song of Four Wings and Yuko's Treasure. Above that, in 6th place, is episode 6, The Lost Ones. We have a tie again with episodes 4 and episode 7, The Bounty Hunters and the Smuggler. Above that, in 3rd, is the first episode, The Duel, Payback. In 2nd place is episode 3, The Ninth Jedi. And the top spot in season 3 of Visions, for me, was episode 8, The Bird of Paradise. Let me know your thoughts on Visions down below, where you agree and disagree with me as well. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.